Can we get a sign-off for this lighting, set design, and smoke effects, please? Wow, Henry's a true alpha male for smoking that cigarette backwards. That's not actually a mustache, that's just his burnt lip from smoking all those cigarettes backwards all these years. If he keeps smoking like that, his name is going to be on one of those gravestones real soon. Why are you sleeping while making a business deal? Must have been super boring. Shadow glitch on the inner left shoulder.
We were always programmed for system failure.
Lighting is a bit overexposed on that building to the left.
I used to be a perfect
The lights on the characters seem a bit dull here.
fit. Now I'm the stranger. I turned
You can see the smoke effect appear a few frames before the briefcase hits the table.
a blind eye, but I can do that forever.
Depth of field glitches through the camera with the metal beam.
On the wrong side, and now I'm feeling more than ever.
That was awkward. Is he trying to wave or salute?
Yeah,
GI flickering glitch on his head.
I'm disconnected. I'm caught in the thread. So this is the end, I am told.
That car has no rear window? That's gotta be breaking some sort of law.
I can't ignore. I'm just
Afton's face is too bright here, especially if it's supposed to be an underground scene. Fluid effects and particle effects really come together during the drop of this song. Scenes like this are what distinguishes this video from other FNAF music videos.
You made monsters that feed on innocence with my unknowing help.
Rest in peace, ambient occlusion. You are vacant in this shot.
And now it chills me to the
The light on his face is just a smidge too bright here for a second, but the realistic motion capture-like animation here has me distracted, not adding or removing a sin.
bone. The way
I just noticed something. The ceiling lights occasionally flicker.
you look at
The ground in the back looks so unnatural, like some clip art was just pasted in there. When does this animation take place? I would have to guess sometime in the future because this truck is floating slightly off the ground. Wow, flying cars are not as grand as I expected them to be. The style of this truck model is inconsistent with all the other models in this video.
them. I turned a blind
Were these workers sitting in the back of this truck the whole time? I would assume they were sitting, since the doors just opened when Henry lifted the garage door. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to ride in the back of a semi-truck without seatbelts. The animation of the two workers in this truck is super jittery here. You can tell a different animator had this part.
but I can do that forever.
You could have utilized the worker coming in at the last second as a transition slide. Lost opportunity.
You're on the wrong
Everyone's expressions on this part look so dull and dead. Who are the real animatronics here?
side. We can go down this path together.
Ladies and gentlemen, the magically disappearing crowbar. You could argue he just threw it on the ground, but if the force was enough to make the crowbar fly out of his hand, he probably should have fallen backwards. I was going to sin the fact the cash register was right in front of the doors and how efficient that is for business, but then I noticed there's pizza laid out on all the tables already. Those pizzas are going to be disgusting by the time the guests start rolling in. Speaking of which, why would you give out free pizzas to anyone anyway? That's horrible for business.
I'm disconnected. I'm
Be prepared for some traffic accidents, cause all those lights on that stoplight are on at the exact same time.
caught in the thread. So this is the end. I
Also, I haven't seen many people other than Henry and Afton in this town. It probably wasn't the smartest idea to build a pizzeria in the most deserted part of the city.
am told. I can't ignore.
Jeez, seizure warning please. Creative way to foreshadow the coming conflict. The inner endoskeleton placeholder clips through the metal body at this shot before shooting upwards. Ah, you thought we wouldn't notice a missing frame here, did you? Well, the person that made this part did that, so I suppose we already knew that. Sends us in. Also, that claw placeholder is white, while everything else is metallic. Why? For some reason, one random frame is super grainy. Don't know how I noticed a detail that small, but it exists. This glare is super bright. You just know that Afton is floating out of view with detached arms, placing pictures on the board. Slamacow was on this hit list? I didn't see anyone named Steven on the gravestones in the beginning. Is it the hidden name on the tombstone in the grass? Freddy doesn't blend well with the background here. He looks like he's been photoshopped into the video. This vignette is so strong right now, and it's distracting.
Who I was before, how did I end up so far in the dark?
Henry's tie is no longer dynamic. What happened?
We're nightmares of being born, monsters that we breed are
Amazing shot right here. One sin off.
running free. And now my heart is
His shoulder randomly flickers.
torn. I can't ignore.
Excellent facial expression showing the temptation of a psychopath. The way the light is reflecting off all the metal here is odd looking and it's distracting. 1000 degree gun versus Afton, not clickbait. The GI glitching is back again, now on Henry. Maybe that's why he's running? Henry doesn't seem scared enough. If I was being shot at, I would have my mouth open screaming and look petrified. Henry's face looks like he just forgot his wallet. I was gonna point out that the gun wasn't pixely, and then Enchainamob said,
When I do a pixely gun, people complain. And when I do a realistic gun, people complain.
well, Seth, that's just the internet for you. Wow. Not only can Afton create high-tech robots, he can also make paintbrushes that paint different colors at the same time. Also, there is a missing frame except for the painting pass at the end of this shot. Rest in peace, my precious ambient occlusion. A moment of silence for our fallen ambient occlusion. Is the video 10 minutes yet? The text is a bit hard to read at the beginning credits, but at least the credits are unique and smoothly done, not adding or removing a sin. In conclusion, this was a great video, the storytelling was executed very well, and the animation was fluid and smooth overall. Despite the few lighting mistakes and glitches, the lighting was also pretty nicely done. While there were some glitches and inconsistencies, they're definitely not something that would ruin the whole video.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday. All the way to work!
Build it all. A Minecraft montage.
What we are going to do is we are going to use Microsoft Paint.
Oh, in my way, oh, in.